Good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's weigh-in day. Yeah, weigh-in day. Man, there's nothing in my mind. There is no craziness in my mind that thinks that today is going to be anything other than a gain. I definitely ate abnormal this week, but not too concerned about it because, like I say to you guys all the time, I have to live what I say. That's the thing about being so outspoken the way that I am, right? I have to live what I say. I can't say to you guys, you have to be a certain way, then not be it, right? So, but I also often say things I already embody. So it's not as if this even takes conscious effort to say these things, but it is... if you live your life for all of the other days that aren't holidays or birthdays or anniversaries or whatever special day it might be, if you live your life the way we're all programmed to plan for Thanksgiving or whatever, if you live that same way every other day of the year, when Thanksgiving and Christmas and all these other holidays come, the last thing you're going to be worried about is what comes from it. You're just going to enjoy the day and move on with your life and get back to basics thereafter. There are two things I require with every Thanksgiving, right? So I have whatever I want to eat. I have my staples that I go after, that I like, and I go after those things. But the most important thing is not whatever I eat on Thanksgiving. The most important thing is the one Thanksgiving sandwich that I get every year, right? And what I do is I buy a nice, like a roll, and everything that was on the table at Thanksgiving goes in the roll. I do that every year, and I had that last night for dinner, and it was so good. It's just like Thanksgiving in a bun. So basically, done with Thanksgiving, moving forward, on with my life. But we don't eat this heavy for 2 days before weigh-in and then expect it to go down, right? So the number will go up, and hopefully it's not too bad. But we're already back to normal scheduled what we normally do, right? So whatever came on will come off because that's what I do, and we move on with our lives. And that's what you guys have to do today, right? It doesn't matter that it's, there's still, if there's still Thanksgiving food and it's talking to you, listen, get it out. Give it away. Go give it to people. All right? You have to remember that the reason why we all end up with the problems that we have is that we can't say no, right? And so if it's not there, there's nothing to say no to. Especially like the pies, Thanksgiving comes with apple pie, pumpkin pie, whatever you want, pecan pie, coconut custard pie. Like that was one of my favorites, coconut custard pie, back in the day. But I especially love apple pie. And I had the apple pie. I had a slice of pumpkin pie. I had both of those. And I had my cup of coffee at the end of the night, and I was done with myself. Like, that's it. This is what it is. And, but the thing has to go. It has to be ended on that day, right? There can't be this whole weekend of eating like this. It cannot turn into that. It has to be reined in quickly and moved on from. Because you can't have it infecting the next week. Because before you know it, it'd be Christmas. It'd be whatever comes next, right? And there's always something. These holidays, they don't go away, right? But that makes all the other days much more important to nail those days, right? Remember I said last week, if you could at the end of the year, so starting January 1st, 2026, if you can get to December 31st, 2026, and you could say that you nailed it, you checked all the boxes, and you did that for 95% of the year, would you feel good about that? Would you feel good about the ability to say that? All right, so what does that look like? What does 95% of the year look like? That means you take 20 days and call it holidays anniversaries, birthdays, and whatever other kind of special day there is that I'm missing. You take that and you make that no more than 20 days, right? That means the other 345 days, you're tracking, weighing, and measuring, moving. You're doing it to the best of your ability. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're just doing it, right? Because I tell you guys all the time, you can adjust accuracy. Accuracy can be adjusted. Just doing it is the hardest part. Just showing up to track your food is the hardest part. Just showing up to weigh and measure that same food is the hardest part. And just showing up to get outside and go for a walk, to get on a treadmill, to go to the gym, whatever it is, just showing up is the most difficult part. The rest of it is something that could be adjusted once the first part, the most difficult part, becomes consistent in your life. And so if at the end of the year, if at the end of 2026, you can say, I nailed it for 95% of the year, how good would that feel? Would some holidays matter anymore? Would some holidays matter anymore? Come on, let's be real here for a second. Let's be really, really honest with ourselves. Would holidays matter? You could literally go ballistic on Christmas, ballistic on Thanksgiving. You could literally go out of your mind and eat from sun up to sundown, and it wouldn't take away from 95% of the year. You showed up, you did the thing, you checked the damn box, and you moved on with your life. It wouldn't take anything away from that. So instead of trying to control the days that were really, they're the most difficult days of the year to control. Instead, control all the other days that don't matter. Have the same mentality about January 17th or April 3rd that you have on Thanksgiving, that you have on Christmas, that you have on birthdays, anniversaries, and all the other holidays. Have that kind of focus on all those other days, then you might find yourself on December 31st going, holy crap, I showed up for myself. I checked the boxes. I did the damn thing 95% of 2026. You transform your life, you live like that. It's Saturday. Whatever you're doing today, enjoy yourself. I'm about to go home, step on the scale, face the music of whatever came for Thursday, and move on. And the last thing I'll say before I go is there hasn't been a single Thanksgiving in basically, this is going to be my sixth Thanksgiving on plan. There hasn't been a single Thanksgiving I haven't gained, right? So there is no delusions. I move forward, and in spite of gaining every Thanksgiving, in spite of gaining almost every Christmas, in spite of all of those circumstances, I stand here almost 7 years into a journey, 201 pounds down. Do you understand what I'm telling you now when I say if you can nail it for 95% of the year, it doesn't matter if you're not perfect. It just matters that you show up. Can you understand that now? That's what this all means. That's what this all means. That's what it means to live a healthy lifestyle. It has nothing to do with perfection. It has nothing to do with looking a certain way or being a certain way. It just show up for yourself, check the boxes, and then go to sleep. Wash, rinse, repeat. And then you're looking back at your life in 7 years and you're saying, wow, look at what I created here. Whatever you're doing today, enjoy yourself. I love each and every one of you. God bless you all.